Okay, so if you've been on social media at all lately, you've probably seen it, the Digital Wealth Academy, or DWA. It seems like it's absolutely everywhere. And with all that hype, it's kind of tough to figure out what's real and what's just noise. So is DWA the real deal? Or is it just another overhyped course? That's exactly what we're here to find out. In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you an honest, no-fluff breakdown. We'll be using one creator's firsthand experience to help you decide if this is truly the right first step for you. All right, let's start with the absolute basics. What is the Digital Wealth Academy really? At its heart, DWA is this super comprehensive online course. It's designed to teach you how to build multiple streams of income online. And we're not just talking about one thing. We're talking about a whole range of skills, like creating your own digital products, affiliate marketing, email marketing, and even figuring out how to actually make money on platforms like TikTok and Pinterest. It's a full system. Now, let's just tackle a huge misconception right off the bat. DWA is not a lottery ticket. It is not some get-rich-quick scheme. The source is super clear about this. It's a system that, requires you to actually learn the material and, here's the key part, implement it. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's something you build with consistent effort. And it's really designed for beginners. You don't need some fancy marketing degree or a background in tech. In fact, the creators shared this really cool story about a 59-year-old woman in her mentorship group who just made her very first sale. So if you've got that little voice in your head worrying that you're too old or don't have the right experience, that's just not a barrier here. Okay, so we've got a handle on what it is. Now let's talk about what it actually takes to get in the game. What's the real investment, not just in dollars and cents, but in your own time and effort? So let's talk numbers. The course is a one-time investment of $497. And if that's a bit steep all at once, they do have payment plans like Klarna or Afterpay, which can break it down to about $40 a month. But listen, the course fee isn't the only cost you should think about. You're going to need an online store platform, something like Beacons or StanStore. And while you don't need these right away, things like a custom domain and a professional email, which are only about $11 a year each, are really smart moves to build trust and just look professional from day one. But honestly, beyond the money, the biggest investment is your consistency. The creator we're following, she talked about hitting a 3-week dry spell with 0 sales right after her first bit of success. I mean, it would have been so easy to just quit. But she kept going, she kept planting seeds, and that dedication is what led to a $4,000 month. That effort, that's the real price of entry. So we know the investment. But what actually makes someone successful with this program? What are the keys that separate the people who really thrive from the ones who just give up? This number might actually surprise you. The creator we're talking about made her first $1,000 on YouTube when she only had 25 subscribers. 25. This is such powerful proof that you do not need a massive following to succeed. It's all about attracting the right audience, not just a huge one. So how do you find that right audience? With your story. It's so true. People buy into you long before they buy from you. The source talks about sharing these kind of embarrassing but super relatable moments from her life. And that authenticity is what built trust. Your unique story really is your marketing superpower. But what about that little voice in your head that says, but I'm not an expert? Okay, here is a game-changing mindset shift, and it's inspired by the movie Catch Me If You Can. Remember how he pretended to be a professor just by staying one chapter ahead of the class? It's the exact same idea. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be one step ahead of the person you're trying to help. Okay, mindset is absolutely key. But let's get to the part you're probably most curious about. How do you actually earn money with DWA? So the course really lays out 3 main paths for you. First, you can learn how to create and sell your very own digital products from scratch. Second, you can master the skills for over 10 different income streams that are taught inside the course. And third, you can become an affiliate for DWA itself and earn a commission by reselling the course. And what's really clever is how the system is designed so that these paths all work together. The whole idea is to learn while you earn. So as you finish a module, you're immediately putting that knowledge into practice to build your own business. The learning and the earning, they become part of the very same process. All right, we have covered a lot. But before you can really decide if DWA is for you, there are 2 final, and I mean crucial choices you need to consider.
First, you have to choose between going the affiliate route or the MRR, that's master resale rates. Okay, so with MRR, you get to keep 100% of the commission, which sounds great, but it's a static product. You get the course as is, and that's it. The affiliate option gives you an 85% commission, but that other 15% is what funds lifetime course updates, access to weekly masterclasses, and gets you into this massive community of over 115,000 members. It's really the difference between just buying a textbook versus enrolling in a university. The creator we followed chose the affiliate route specifically for that long-term evolving support system.
The second decision is just as important. Who you buy the course from. It really, really matters. As the creator points out, you might see some huge influencers promising one-on-one support, but they just don't have the time to deliver on that. So choosing your mentor and the specific community they offer is a really critical piece of this puzzle.
So it all really boils down to this one question. Is a structured step-by-step path with a built-in community and all that support, is it worth the investment? Not just the $497, but the investment of your time and your consistent effort. Look, there's no single right answer here. But after this breakdown, you now have the info you need to decide if it's the right answer for you.